Westminster Shorter Catechism, question number 63 asks, which is the fifth commandment? To which the answer is, the fifth commandment is to honor your mother and your father. Westminster Shorter Catechism, question number 66 asks, what is the reason annexed to the fifth commandment? And the answer is, the reason annexed to the fifth commandment is a promise of long life and prosperity, as far as it shall serve for God's glory and their own good, to all such as keep his commandment. So Paul cites this commandment in Ephesians chapter 6 in his exhortation to children. In fact, all 10 commandments are found in the New Testament, including the fourth commandment, which is in Hebrews chapter 4. So the writer says there remains a Sabbath. However, we keep the Sabbath on the first day, because that's the day in which Christ rose from the dead. So to all those who are antinomians, who are against God's law, the commandments are clearly there in the New Testament. The only reason why you don't want to obey God's law, in fact, in order to understand God's law, you got to understand all 633 other commandments in the Old Testament, as well as commandments in the New Testament, in order to understand the 10 commandments. So all of God's law is still applicable, except those which were a type and shadow, a pedagogue to lead us to Christ. Paul talks about that in Galatians. The sacrificial system, and those which separated Jews from Gentiles, such as circumcision, the feast days, the clothing laws, and mixed linen laws, and those that made a distinction between Jews and Gentiles. Other than that, all the moral commands are still abiding in the new covenant. So if you want to learn more good theology, you want to check out my channel, Dalton Biblical Theological Studies.